Welcome to Two Lads, One Ruck. Join our journey into grassroots rugby in 6 nations. Watch now on YouTube.
Two lads, one rock. We don't back up. Scrum down. Big cat, turn the mics up. Loose bone, read a bit of pace up. Ruck, brew, talk, never made up. Two lads, one rock, that's game on. From the grass to the pot, like stay on. Big hits, big loss, we stay locked. Two lads, one rock, press play, kick off. Match day nerves and then take away cue. Still English, still talking about the back row crew. Ref in a way, that's a tactical line. We break it all down, 80 minutes in time. From the minis on a Sunday to the vets at night. We got banter, beef and a bit of insight. So bring your bruises, tales from the bus. Every week, same thing, it's the game enough. Two lads.
Right, so welcome back to Two Lads, One Ruck, episode 3, as my phone goes off at a really, really good time there.
Very good timing.
Very good timing.
Very, very good timing, Squire.
So what are we debating this week, G?
So today, hot out of the press, we had some news that the RFU are restructuring the leagues. Looks like it's going to be formatted into a franchise format. So they're going to ring-fence the league as of next season.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to affect the Prem Rugby, Champ Rugby, and the Women's Premier League. So for teams that want to come up from the Champ, they look like they want to sort that out, have criterias.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, other subjects we've got, going to be talking about the standards of rugby from when we started in 2009. Well, when we first met each other, really, when we first started playing actual men's rugby 2009, and then and what it's like now, what the difference is there, and rugby culture, what's changed, what's gone away from what was before. Of course, Six Nations.
Six Nations. England's disaster, or was it? That's the question we're going to go through.
That is the question.
Was Ireland next level, or was it just England on a bad day, or was it both? Who knows? Wales nearly took Scotland's scalp.
Nearly. Was France? Alexa, stop.
Well done, Alexa.
Just caught it. And was France too much for Italy?
Yeah, I believe so. But we'll get more into that in later in the show.
Well, we'll just grab a pint.
Grab a pint. Grab yourself a pint.
And settle in. I was honestly going to buffalo you then. I thought you was going to write out.
No.
Not going to lie, if it wasn't down there, I 100% would have. You know what? Ben Reed, right, I'm going to call you out, right, is a buffalo sniper, right? You need to stop
on the camera, it's left-handed.
It does look left-handed on the camera. But he's a left-hand... He's a buffalo sniper, that guy, right?
Nav's becoming a bit of a buffalo sniper.
Actually, yeah, he's a little bit of a lizard with that. Like, and you know what gets me, is that I'm left-handed. So I don't know how the fuck I keep getting caught, like, with the buffalo... So that someone caught me with a buffalo with... I think it was you, actually.
Yeah.
Caught me a buffalo with a pint of Pepsi.
Yeah.
There's no way, mate. There's no way.
Gassed out.
I'd rather do a pint of inches. I am horrendous at down in the pint.
Inches.
Drink all day, but nah, no chance, mate.
Nah.
So we'll start at the top then, mate.
Yeah, so should we talk about the Prem Rugby?
What, the restructure?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So the idea is the Prem Rugby, Champ Rugby, and Women's Rugby Premiership is all gonna be under new way of structure, and I think from what I've read, it hasn't fully come out, but they've just announced that that's what's going to be happening. Is I think next season they're going up to 12 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to be ring-fenced from there, so no one will be getting relegation that season.
Okay.
And then I think there's like criterias of like, so if you're in the Prem, you have to meet certain criterias of like fan interaction, like your points that you make in games. It's financial, what you put into women's rugby.
All right, so like community rugby and stuff like that, and
No, so like,
Or-
so for instance, like I think because like Bristol Bears women and like Gloucester's is Hartpury, I think.
yeah,
I
Gloucester
don't know.
Hartbury, yeah, Gloucester.
And then you
Hartbury.
got so Ealing stand in a good stead with that because
Is
their
that Trail
women's
Finders?
yeah
Yeah.
because the women's team are pretty good.
Yeah, they're really good.
But I don't know if the stadium's going to be a factor again in this time.
I think.
But what do you
Yeah.
think to not having relegation?
I think it would be all right for that season, like because obviously because of what happened to a couple of teams going under Worcester as well.
I think it's
that
ring
went
fenced
under.
till 29-30 from what I've read.
I think they sort of need to reach. I like having 12 teams. I
12
like having
teams.
12. I think 12 teams is pretty spot
But
on.
what's your thoughts on not having relegation and promotion?
The thing is, we do it in the URC. You know, like obviously
It's ring fenced, isn't it?
Yeah, and the same with Super Rugby as
yeah.
well. I think for it not to be permanent, right, to allow a bit of establishment, because I feel like it's a bit harsh to ask two teams to come up and work hard, and obviously teams and leagues have been screaming to come up. But that transition from champ to prem is quite.
For me, the
difficult.
12 teams is going to have to be Ealing, isn't it? Ealing and Worcester Warriors, I'd imagine.
You'd imagine, but
for the infrastructure of Worcester, innit? But Ealing,
I think that's where teams will feel a bit hard done by, really, because like
when you think about it, it's basically been ring fenced for about 3-4 seasons anyway. So
what's another season or two? Like that's why I'm not offended by it. Like it's one of them.
It's also to do with location. And do you know one thing that I read today as well, which was quite interesting? It was Tom Brady and his like company or consortium. Is it consortium they call them?
Something like that. Yeah.
Are very, very keen to get a team in Birmingham.
Well, he's already got Birmingham City, isn't he?
Yeah, I read that earlier. He's very in the processes of trying.
I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
It was only because I read up today, and that's where I saw it. But
I think the trouble being a Brummie, so I'm qualified.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'd be great to have something in the West Midlands. Like East Midlands were pretty sorted.
But I would imagine if he gets the franchise, he's going to use. He's going to use the stadium.
But it's just the fan base. Like for me, like I think rugby's definitely got more popular in Brum compared to years past.
One thing that he could do, and I think if they did get a team in Birmingham, was I think they'll use the football stadium as like their grounds.
Could do.
And
like 27,000 or 30,000.
If you were clever enough, you would also offer the football fans like a discounted season ticket for rugby.
I just don't think the football fans would be interested. I could be wrong, but I remember going to a pub near where I'm from in Handsworth with my mum.
Yeah.
Right. My mum's a rugby nut, as you know.
Mm.
And we realised that we never actually watched Six Nations games back at home. We either watch them down here in Oxford or we watch them literally in the house or at a local rugby club, which is Burntwood to my mum's. And great, and that's how we always done it. We went to a pub and it must have been like 2013 kind of time.
Yeah.
And we went in and there's tellies all over the place. And I said to the bar staff, I went, do you mind putting the Six Nations on? And they went, what's that? And I went, it's a rugby. And they went, what's that?
What is that?
Like literally, and I thought it was just banter, but like they had no idea about what it was about.
I reckon there might be like a secret
market.
Yeah, it's a big market because
I hope so. Like
outside of London, Birmingham's probably the next biggest city, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the second biggest city in the UK.
So there is a lot of potential there for it.
I hope it's true. I'm not going to lie.
It was paper talk and it's rumours. Like
it would probably be the closest. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, we all know what's happening with the Ospreys, and we'll be probably talking about that in a later
episode. If they did get a team in Birmingham, that would be such brilliant for you.
That would be a very close number 2 for me.
Because you'll be like, that's got to be my team.
Yeah, the thing is, Ospreys was always going to be my team.
Because you could really franchise it. Because what could you call them? You could call them
Bulls or something.
Birmingham Bulldogs.
They've got a rugby league team called Bulldogs.
I know,
I think.
but if they could take the franchise off of them, or
I think, to be honest, I think your audience is actually the rugby league, because there's a couple of rugby league teams in Brumna, and Birmingham's so awkward when it comes to rugby, you know, because like the North is league mainly, not all, but mainly.
yeah,
Down south is Union mainly,
yeah,
and Birmingham's always, I've found in probably the last 10 years, it's been a bit of a tear between, because there's no Union teams really. Like you got Moseley, which is probably the biggest.
But hopefully, with the right consultant, the right people behind it, I think it could be. Or could it be that they buy out Ealing Trailfinders and relocate them to
or Moseley?
Moseley.
But when I was growing up, Moseley was the team. They've been in and out of the championship as well.
Yeah.
So like they have been in and around.
Are they in that one at the minute?
They are in that one, yeah.
Yeah.
But that would be, if I was him, like Tom Brady's not stupid. He's a businessman. He knows sport. He's done a lot of good stuff at Birmingham City.
But would you buy the Ealing and relocate them? Because they're there or thereabouts. They've won it for like what? The past.
Where are Ealing based? Is it Ealing? I don't even know where Ealing is.
I feel like it's like Hertfordshire.
I wasn't sure if it was just like I'll have a.
I think it might be like Hertfordshire or London.
A very quick search.
Anyway, but then my team, what's happening with them? Like, there's been no news. Like, what's going on, Wasps? Tell me. There's been no updates, no nothing. Is it just being canned or what?
Oh, it's like London way.
Yeah, I think it's like Hertfordshire, isn't it?
Greater London, yeah.
Yeah.
So that I think now then, knowing that was a bit of rugby naivety from me then, because I actually never even heard of this place. But I think that's a big ask. They definitely got the money. However, I think it'd be like when Wasp was brought from their fan base and brought up to Coventry.
Yeah,
like that's a big ask, and they seem to have a loyal fan base, and I think that's a massive ask. I think you'd have to, for me, it would have to be Moseley, and then or just start a brand new setup and recruit a bit like sort of like what they've done with Newcastle, because they've bought and they're just accepting what's going to happen this season.
Yeah,
and look how much they've recruited.
Nice.
Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
I think that would
going
be
back to I personally like relegation and promotion myself.
I think you just got to establish it for 2-3 seasons for me. And then
the thing that I don't like, it's not jeopardy, is there? And that's what I don't like. I like the frame model of promotion relegation. I do. I
think you need that pressure.
And I think that the RFU put so high criteria on teams to get into the league. Is how are they ever going to grow? Because when you go up to that next level, then you get that next level investment. But if you're not going to allow them to go up to that next level, how can they get the investment? Yes, they might bounce
I just
back
don't
down.
think there's a massive incentives for the championship. Like, you know, like China are the closest champ team to us.
Yeah.
Like, you know, good setup. They've definitely got a loyal fan base there.
Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting.
Things could be better there. Like, things could be a lot better. Like, I think their ground is a bit. I don't know. Like
limited, I think.
Yeah,
because it's really like it's in
so
not a bad spot. But like
I was told that someone said that apparently, like a big diameter of around the like whole club stroke field is owned by somebody, and that it's like restricted.
I think their restriction's the road, because they're not allowed to build so much. I think so close to the road, like safety thing. So they'd have to move that pitch anyway.
Because I think they've got
the room. Like there's You know,
it's almost like they need to turn it.
I think, like, you know where did you see where we warmed up when we played against their threes in the
No, I
in the
didn't.
cup?
No.
So, like, if you when you go in where you see their ones pitch,
Yeah, it was to the
there's
right.
like a lot. There's like a bunch of trees, and you go on the other side.
Yeah.
And it actually opens up. I have no idea who owns that, and like I'm no expert in how China's set up and this, that, and the other.
No, I don't.
However, right, if they needed to build, obviously there's a lot of money, but like, and I have no idea how to set up a club.
Well, I think the old criteria
how it all
is like
works.
you need 10,000 minimum.
That is, yeah,
And I just think that's just
because the China are good
yeah,
enough to go up, and
but like, what's to say? So, like, for instance,
China could definitely be 11, 12 team
let's
in
say
Prem.
let's say China built a 10,000 seat stadium, right? And I think their average crowd, I think I saw somewhere is like 2,500, 3,000 or something.
I think
like
where
that.
they would struggle is loyalty
But
around here, because like, if you think about it, right, there's a lot of clubs in Oxfordshire, right? Is someone that supports Didcot going to put a China shirt on and support China? Because, you know what I mean? Like, I'd go down and support a club that's close to me. Do you know what I mean? But like, I wouldn't.
Do you think they'd have to rebrand, or do you think like to sort of like come away from the China name?
I think they would have to think about it. But like, but then they've got their fan base that they've got there now. To be fair, I've talked to a lot of fans down there, and they're like pretty sound. Like, you know what I mean? They're 100% loyal, like, which is great to see.
My argument is okay, right? So you build a 10,000 seat stadium, right? But
but how much is that?
That's what I mean. You build it, but doesn't necessarily mean you're.
And then you got to pay people to maintain it.
Yeah.
Right. To be fair, like, the stuff that they have there looks like it gets maintained quite well. To be fair, so like, I think it's a big ask.
Yeah.
And it's a bit like. Do you remember? I can't remember what year it was when London Welsh got promoted, and we used to watch at Kassam.
Yeah.
Like,
I think they got
what killed them is that I think they were in Richmond before.
Yeah, they moved to the Kassam.
But you're asking the fans the same thing. It's like you can't support a team for like your whole life. And right. Let's say you're 30, right?
Yeah.
And you've been supporting this team since you're a kid. Mom and dad's brought you up to support this team, and you're supporting that team your whole life. And they're based in Didcot, right? And now you're telling them, oh, you gotta go up to like Northwest Birmingham. Like, it ain't far, but it ain't fucking close, is it? No. It's like, it's just a huge ask. It'd be a nightmare if you moved the Ospreys to Wrexham.
It'd be interesting.
Do you know what I mean? That's a massive move. Like, you know,
I think they've sort of tried to align the leagues together and make it look like it's working in one. But I think the Prem Rugby and the Prem Women's Rugby is on TNT. But I feel like you also need Champ Rugby on there.
You know, that's a shout, you know.
To align it all in one home.
But then the other problem you've got, to play devil's advocate, right, is
too much rugby on telly.
Well, it's not even too much, mate. We're never going to complain about too much rugby.
No, we're not, but the general public, isn't it?
However, look at how much they scrap about where they put the Six Nations.
Yeah.
1 minute it's on BBC, next minute it was on Amazon for a bit.
Yeah.
Right, and then what else has been on? ITVX, Sky. And then Prem Sport. Yeah. You know, like, it's been all over the place. So
I think the champion. When I were changing the topic a little bit, but Champions Cup or the Heineken Cup as we know it back in the day, I think it's lost its mojo, its magic. It's definitely been killed since it's gone on Prem Sports for me, because I am not buying another subscription.
Well, what did you say? We spoke about this earlier last year, I think it was, when you worked out how much it would cost. If you wanted to watch rugby, every kind of rugby from,
I think you were paying in the regions
French
of,
the French leagues to Prem to URC.
Don't get me wrong, Prem Sports is on. Prem Sports is on. You got, I think, the top 14's on there, and now that obviously the Champions Cup and that. But I'm not paying for another subscription. I've already got TNT, and I've got
Sky-
Amazon just
I've got
through,
Sky as
obviously,
well,
because you've got Amazon Prime, but I'm not gonna.
I think it's something like £180 a month, £200 a month.
Yeah.
If you wanted to, if you were just like
throughout
rugby
the year,
mentalist, then
that's
you
like
just want to watch.
when you ain't even taking into consideration that the Champ Rugby's on that Clubber app that I've never even heard of.
Yeah, I remember you saying actually. Yeah.
But it's getting a lot of good reviews apparently, so I've heard. It's apparently an Irish company or something. But yeah,
I have to watch Ospreys games late, so I have to go on to BBC iPlayer
because they play
switch
quite a
it to
lot on there.
Wales.
To be fair, actually, BBC
But
iPlayer,
then-
URC.
But then I'll go watch it on S4C most of the time, and not being funny, I don't speak Welsh, but like I like hearing the commentary and stuff. Like,
We're not
you know
from
what
Llanelli.
I was just thinking about.
Yeah, but yeah, so I'm not for it, but I'm hoping, I'm looking forward to see what happens with it. See which teams go up. Would be mental if China did go up. That'd be sick. But
That'd be awesome. Like I think that'd be class.
But I also think that the RFU need to align the pro leagues to the grassroots leagues, and I think that games either need to be on in the evening or on a Friday or on a Sunday when rugby's not on, because
you don't. I think it's a hard ask,
because
isn't it?
rugby's a niche sport, right? Your main core of your fans, you've probably got, let's say, out of the 100% of rugby fans, you're probably looking at about 50 or 60% physically play rugby on a Saturday.
Probably, yeah.
So you're losing quite a lot of revenue in that respect.
Well, a lot of the people that go and watch, like Ian watches a lot of rugby, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Watches a lot of rugby.
Yeah.
I don't know how he watches so much rugby, considering he's well, they're both still active players. But like,
yeah.
But Ian was saying to me that when he sees fans generically tend to be like
older,
Colts and younger, because Colts are playing on Sundays.
Yeah.
And most games are Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
Right, or retired, so it's like 40, 45 plus.
Oh, what's going on? What's it saying?
Smart connection or whatever it was.
Oh, okay.
Calm down.
Hopefully it's not going to fuck up.
But yeah, so like there's a massive pocket of fans between 17 and 40. You know, that's a lot of money lost in that area.
I used to like win Wasps because I used to go to Adams Park on a Sunday. Nice. If they were playing Sunday, and I used to get on the old train 20 minutes down. Used to be for the whole day out no more than 70 quid because we did train and tickets and beer and that. I used to love going to Adams Park, and when I think
affording the game is the easy bit. It's getting there.
Affordability depends, because I've heard from Ian that Bath's mega expensive.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like on.
But then at the same time, like, to be fair, right? So just reminded me. So me and Gareth went down to watch Ospreys Scarlets at Park the Scarlets.
Yeah.
On Boxing Day, December, and we got standing tickets. Right, and it was a good giggle, like
it was a good laugh, and being in amongst the fact Scarlet that we won fans,
was even better. However,
we were in the Scarlets faithful, weren't we? Right in the middle.
I think we were with the Ultras, mate.
Yeah,
and, they were a good laugh though.
They was great. But there was that one geezer, wasn't it? I don't want to butcher the accent, but it was in a Welsh accent, and he goes, "It was Craig Evans, the main ref," and he's going, "Craig, I know you're a."
Well, no, you Ospreys boy or something.
No, he's Cardiff, isn't he? It was the other one, sorry.
Yeah.
But he goes, "Craig, look at that butt." And the ref just kept laughing at him. But then he was
kept
like,
on doing all these exercises
to the main referee, he was going, "Oh, make sure you've got an arm for the red, not just the black. We know you got the black."
Because he's an Ospreys fan, isn't he?
Yeah. And he was just like giving it the whole time. And it was hilarious, mate. It was a great day out.
It was great.
Although I wish we'd sit down.
I'm not going to lie.
I wish we'd sit down.
We were stood, and I was probably stood up for about was like 22 minutes or something
Yeah.
like that. Because I remember vividly looking at the scoreboard at that time, and I was chilling. And then someone was just moving past to go to the bar, and I swear to God, right, I moved like quarter of a centimetre to the left, mate, and my knees buckled, mate. It was absolutely Baltic, right? And I was like, "What?"
I know. Next time.
Yeah, we'll sit down next time.
Yeah, and next time
We'll sit down next
we'll.
time. Well, next time will be the last time.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, it will be.
But I think next time we'll get in touch with Evan and we'll just send him the money, and then we actually go together and sit in the same.
Yeah, that would be good crack. Like we've still got the WhatsApp group and that, and we can still we can organise and
anyone else that wants to join in.
I don't think my brother-in-law will be down this time.
No,
but,
that's okay. But anyone else that wants to come, they can come. It's a great laugh.
So what do you think?
Yeah,
brings me onto it nicely. The main. We'll start with the cultural differences between when we started in 2009 to now in 2026.
Oh, huge. Big time. Massively. Yeah.
I think the essence is there. I think it's like...
There's not much buying anymore.
No, I mean in the sense of like the essence is more similar than the same. So like, you know, it's like, it used to be coffee and now it's tea. Do you know, like...
Yeah.
Like there's not as much as a drinking culture as it was then.
No.
I'd say. I'd say that's a massive change.
Another thing I'd say, there was more of a community sense of feel back then, and that you bought into the club and you mucked in, like, it's just, there's not that anymore. It's sad. It really is.
Yeah, it's like a little bit, and it's one of them that it's like I get it, like things have to change. However, like there are things that like I miss from back in the day. I think people like were more. I think your old boys at your club were like a massive part.
We are like, say, like your age is probably the very, very last. Well, mine, but we're the very last of the old school, playing with the old school.
It feels that way. It feels that way.
I think back then was a lot better.
We used to have some really good, like, I don't know, it sounds really bizarre, but you just done what you was told in a way.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, I could, like, gob off in a training session. If a vet went, shut up, you just shut up, didn't you?
Yeah.
And, like, and it's not even like you shut up because you were going to get filled in.
Or
you just
even
shut
like,
up,
even
you know
like
what I mean?
when the coach would say, like, just say stuff to you, but like do that fucking hour. But a lot of lads now can't accept that criticism. They can't accept. I personally feel, but I mean,
I think yeah and no. Like I know that's a really shit cop out answer, but like I believe that because there are some young lads that I've seen that you can see that
embrace the
that old school-esque in a way. Like you know what I mean? Like the rugby's different. Like it's not even just a sense of the laws have changed and this, that, and the other. It's more like because that was always the thing. The laws changed. God knows how many times by the time it got to us.
So rugby then versus rugby now, I'm not even going to lie, there is no comparison. It is miles better now.
Oh yeah, like we was talking before, like level 8 when we played level 8 at we were playing level 9 then actually.
Yeah,
we were level 9. Like a level 9 team would probably smash a level 7 team
back then.
Yeah,
easily.
like it. The standard now is definitely the players are more skillful.
Yeah, fitter.
Definitely fitter, definitely faster, definitely stronger.
And I think the structural side of the game is miles better. Like the defensive,
a lot more running rugby now. 100.
Yeah,
like we were done. I remember being 19 and only playing backs moves off a set piece.
Mm.
Like, it would only be off line out and scrum. That is it. You wouldn't call a move in the game. Like, not at all. It weren't even something that contemplated.
There was not a layer.
Even if you thought about it, your coach would lose.
There's not layers of attack.
No, we didn't have shape on shape. You know, you never had your pod. No. You had your pod systems, but it weren't as organised.
No, the pod system was like you were just knocking. There are certain teams still about that do play that brand still, and they still get a bit of. You still need to do that, but I think where certain teams like that, where they struggle, is they can't play outside of that. I think
we never talked about 1-3-3-1 shape.
No, never heard of it.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just sort of appeared one day.
I didn't.
I know it sounds fucking.
No, I didn't hear of it until I moved. You wouldn't started playing at Oxford under Dominic.
You wouldn't even have a prop like spinning it off the left hand. Do you know what I mean?
Or like, kicking for like touch, or clearing out the none of that. Like doing that. Props get around the park was not a thing.
Nah, they're just there for scrum and line out. Like
that was it.
You didn't expect to see your prop probably if they were about. Clear out.
Some of the old boys before us are going to be like, you're talking shit. But no, I'm telling you now, the standard of rugby from when we first started playing is fucking next level.
100%. There is no way.
They can't tell me that it's not, because
there's no way that team that we play.
We're still actively playing now, right? And you can feel it.
Yeah, no, 100%, mate. Like I'm. That's probably not a good way. I was going to say I'm hurting more now than I was before, but
that's obvious.
Probably because I'm older.
Yeah,
but like probably more down to age than anything. But like, it's just smarter play now. We never talked about kicking strategies.
No, we never.
Do you know what I mean?
We never talked. We
never even talked about kick chase,
splitting the defense, and putting someone through.
Compared to now, the game felt like back then so basic.
Very basic.
Like. Get it to your winger. Let's see what happens.
It was that.
And if your winger got turned over, lucky.
Next job.
You know what I mean? Your next job, right?
Although I would say the set piece was a lot better back then. The scrummaging and the.
I think just because it was simple. You know, like A, B, C, job done. Do you know what I mean? And the other team just had to sort of fucking guess, really. You know, and. Yeah, it's definitely 1,000% like a lot.
I would say the scrummaging and the from being in the scrum myself, the scrums were a lot tougher back then than they are now.
Well, that's probably one of the many things the scrum's probably the bit that's changed.
But then
the most,
I guess some of that is also that I've matured and I've learned some of the stuff to do and not to do, and I'm not gonna expose what I do, but you have I will speak to young lads who are at the club, and I'll be like, right, so if you're getting dominated, do X, Y, and Z, but I can't say what because.
And I think in case referees I think you're in a good position for that because, like, obviously you've transitioned.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So, like, you started how it was, and it's just it's for us. It's been a gradual change.
Yeah,
it's not just been like
Now,
I'd be interested to speak to a player that, let's say, they played into those 22 and then took 5-6 years out and then come back.
Yeah,
they'd be an interesting person to speak to. And I think COVID was one of the reasons why it changed so much because they wanted to sort of take scrums out a little bit.
Because there are a few things. Yeah, so I do like the scrum.
I like the scrum. I'm not even really in it. Like, obviously, I make a cameo in the back row now and again, but like.
I do like
back rows are not really there for the scrum, really, are they?
For me, I do like it. Definitely, it's something that shouldn't be taken away from the game. But there's a few rules that have changed over the years. Like I like the 50-22. That's nice. They've obviously
took that from league, didn't they?
Took it from league.
40-20 in league, yeah.
Yeah, and what else was it?
Well, the ruck's changed. Do you remember when you used to be able to step over the ruck?
Yeah, step over the ruck.
Back in the day, if the ruck was formed, you could just step over the top of it if you could. And you used to get them horrible second rowers, didn't you?
Yeah.
Stamping on
Or-
scrum half's hands and that.
Or the nasty little fuckers like me would just do it anyway. But no, so the breakdown was ferocious back
Well,
then.
you used to be able to jackal on the spot, didn't you? You could tackle. You didn't need to release.
No, I think you did.
No, sorry.
No, you did.
You could tackle, but you didn't need to come through the gate. I meant to say.
Yeah.
Right, so you could and you could just jackal from where you was.
Yeah.
Even if your arse was facing the opposite way, it didn't matter. As long as you release, you could just jackal. So they made that a lot. That took me so long to adjust to that.
To be able to go through the, like you say, through the ruck, kick the ball out.
Yeah, you could kick
disrupt it. You could just be gnarly. It was horrible, but I mean, it was great. It was great fun. I think around the ruck area, it was far more aggressive.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more because
whereas now it's
you'd
like
see someone fly in from 20 meters, man.
It's a lot quicker now for sure. Like it's not always. Don't get me wrong.
I think it's better on the eye now. Like,
it's more attractive. Like,
but I think you got more because of the way the game is. There's a lot more contrasting teams. Like, you know what I mean? You got them teams that have got a dog.
Some teams that still play like how we used to play.
Yeah.
And still not have come away from that game.
But on a shit day in the middle of December, it works.
Yeah.
You know?
Set piece, kick in, set piece, scrum. Keep it in close. One up rugby.
Just mauling hard. Kick it to the corner more hard.
Suck your life out of the...
Suck the energy out of you. No, that's 100%.
I mean, overall, the player, the fitness, the professionalism as well, even though we're playing amateur.
Oh, no. 100.
Like having VO...
Yeah, we got Greg that comes in and talks to us about nutrition.
Yeah, it's gone to next level.
Comes and brings protein shakes for us after games and stuff.
And
definitely.
He's always in.
Got Jade that helps us out with
first aid and massage, and she's a big help around the club.
She's a massive help. Like, you know what I mean, keeps lads on the pitch. Like, she does a lot of work for us.
It's just there's a lot of stuff that is much better now. For sure. And I think but the uptake was a lot better then.
In the sense of?
More people played rugby back then.
Yeah, I think so. Like,
the numbers have declined, didn't they? Like the teams have gone less and less and less, and it's sad. It is really sad. But do you think some of that is to do with modern world in terms of the style of work now people do? Like when we first started, how often did you see people work on a Saturday or Sunday? Very rare. But now all the young'uns work Saturday, Sundays. So if you're having Colts through, they don't come through because they're playing.
I think education as well. So it's like, I find that it's quite a difficult age for a Colt. I think when it comes to rugby, because like,
but when we were first, the amount of Colts that came through at Abingdon was quite good.
Well, we relied heavily on them.
Yeah. Be interesting to see where some of them are now, because like Connor, remember Connor?
The centre, played centre.
No, he was the mixed race lad. I think he was like
at Abingdon.
Yeah, Connor Douglas. I'm sure he was like mixed. Like I think he was like Asian and white.
No. You on about the Mexican lads?
No, that was Stefan.
I was about to say.
No, not them.
They're like half Mexican, half.
Not them. It was
Norwegian. Them two actually.
It was in the same age group with Steph. You'll know him as soon as I show him. Anyway, so there was like loads of Colts. There was loads of them, weren't there? There was like what 9, 10?
Yeah, basically we had a Colt side, really, didn't we? At one point. You know, and then the rest went in and played for the twos, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then I think, to be honest, the last ones I remember at the club before we left was probably Luke Matthews, Webby.
Yeah.
The other Connor that played centre. Big lad played 12.
Oh, Callum.
Sorry, fucking hell.
Yeah, Callum Percival, wasn't
it? That's the one. And
you had
the
Dale and
Dale
Barrett,
Cross,
they were all that same age
Barrett
group.
as well, yeah. Yeah, I think they're all in that same
Rob
age group.
Anderson.
Yes. He was a tasty
Um,
player as well back in the day. Very tasty. I think that was the lot, really.
Yeah, there was loads. I just
there
can't
was
remember.
quite a few of them, wasn't there? But that was the last bunch that I saw that went through. Saying that, Luke Matthews come through Wally, didn't he?
Up to, I think he came to Abingdon at like under 16s or
Was
something.
it? All right. Well, so Wally can claim him. You can have him, right? He'll be fuming.
Yeah,
Joel's got him now.
he was Wallingford.
I'm
pretty sure he joined. I'm pretty sure
he joined young because I remember him being about 17, 18.
Yeah,
I believe so when he come in.
Yeah, and not going to mention them.
But yeah.
But okay, so this weekend, big games. There's big games. Big derby. It was always a big one for me and you, weren't it?
Oh yes. Yes. Abingdon did cut.
One that I never lost to.
Never lost.
Never lost to Didcot. And even being at Oxford.
Connor, you listening?
Never lost.
But times have changed now, haven't they?
Since we've left, they've been the whooping boys.
Pretty much, yeah.
And it's what's happened?
I think what's been really positive about Didcot is that
there's no positives.
They made a change, right? And they come up to Boundary Park, and they've bought in and they've generated quite a good community around here, and a good bunch of lads. To be fair, I see quite a few of them, but he's never going to admit that.
Nope. I'm sorry. At the Abingdon,
because I know what you're thinking of.
Yeah,
but but
for sure. I'm sorry. That is one club I will never go to, and that's Didcot.
I would never play for him because I was.
I'd rather clap my hands full of shit.
I'd rather. I wouldn't ever play for him, but no. I do have respect for what they've done, and at the end of the day, you know what I mean. They made the change and Aberdeen didn't, and
yeah,
and that's why they are the way they are, and that's why they've.
Why has Abingdon gone downhill though? That's what I want to know.
I think they just lost a lot of their old edge, really. You know what I mean? That when we were there, that was one really important part of the club, and I think it's an important part of every club, and I think Didcot generated that.
Because when I went and watched them on Saturday, and there was hardly anyone there, and I was like, "This ain't the same."
Bizarre,
yeah, this ain't the same Abingdon that I'm used to. And I spoke to Lee, and I think he was injured, so he was just doing a bit of first aid and sort of. But weirdly, their coach wasn't there either, which was another thing.
All right.
I can't remember what his name is.
A bit bizarre.
Your old coach at Grove.
Yeah, Craig.
He wasn't there.
Craig Burrows, I think.
Yeah. He wasn't there either. And
lives quite far though, doesn't he, I think? But from what I remember anyway. Could have moved 5 times between the last time he coached me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they just lost that. They lost that old school edge, I think, and to be fair, Didcot, I know, they have to. I know it can be quite difficult.
I'm wondering if
Boundary Park at times, but
I'm wondering if Abingdon are going to keep the same coach next year, or is Craig going to move on? Or
I have no idea, mate. I think
because obviously Rowley's dad's quite
he's big
involved with
Abingdon. Yeah, he's very active there. Yeah, I think he just needs the support of the rest of the old school. You know what I mean?
Watching it, there were a few players in Abingdon's team and they did really well. They should have won against Chippy, to be fair. And they did really well. They won. They drew 22 in the end, but they should have really won it. In fairness, to be fair to Abingdon, but there were quite a few obvious people there that probably wouldn't have been in a team of old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get. I don't know how Northie's cutting around.
I don't know. I
playing
don't
and
think he
that.
is. Well, he wasn't there Saturday,
Wasn't
so
he?
unless
Like,
he was
that's
playing
wild.
with the twos, I don't know.
But like, I think Aberdeen are in a kind of awkward spot as well. Like, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of strong clubs around them. Like, and I know there's a lot of clubs in Oxfordshire as a whole. But you know, there's still not clubs that are right on our doorstep at Oxford. Like, do you know what I mean? When Abingdon, I feel like everyone's on their doorstep. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like, yeah,
you know what I mean?
like there are a lot of clubs on the doorstep in it, but I think, yeah.
But they've got a good setup.
Unfortunately, and it pains me to say this, but I think, yeah, unfortunately, Didcot probably will beat them Saturday.
I can't see it going another way.
Looking at the form of the table and whatnot, that would suggest that they probably will win.
Well, they might need to just have to re-engage in it and just sort of a bit like what Grove done. You know what I mean? They went back to level 8 and they're looking like really solid. Like, you know, so they might just need that because like if you keep getting if you keep getting humped and you keep getting hammered, that's going to sap your morale in it. Like,
you're going to lose players,
and you know the morale goes down. Then it's just going to infect the culture. Like, you know what I mean? It's just when we was there.
It's a weird
one. We just, and it's not just us being that guy. You know what I mean? It just didn't happen when we was there.
No.
But I think we were lucky because of the time that we joined. Do you know what I mean? But I think they just like sort of lost their way potentially. You know what I mean? And
I don't know.
Bit of a blame culture, blame everyone else, not themselves.
Yeah, that was probably part of it. But
because I think they think that everyone hates them. Do you know what I mean? And that was that's what we thought when we was there. When I went to Grove and you went to Oxford, we thought, shit, we're ex-Aberdeen players, we're going to get it. And when I went to Grove, they didn't give a shit. They were like, all right, fair play. And then when you went to Oxford, they thought the same thing. And that was I was a bit like, oh, okay. Like,
the one thing that I have learned being at Oxford is like, I didn't realise how many teams hate us, and it's a genuine thing. There's a lot of teams that don't like us for some reason, but I don't care.
It's not even like I don't care or anything like that. I just don't feel it.
No, I just don't buy into it. To be fair, it is what it is.
I just don't feel it.
Never big game. Chinner and Henley twos in the ones league in our league. Big top of the table clash.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Who do you think will win that? I think Chinner.
I'm leaning towards Chinner. The thing is that Henley twos have been putting the kids out for a couple of games, as we found out when we went to watch a Gab game.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was talking to a few people around that, not at the club, that are like, it's kind of awkward time of the year when it comes to these big leagues, because like the top 3, right? Are they really going to be putting people in when they know they're not promoting and giving a chance for the youngers to come and get a bit of exposure to level 7?
Yeah, there is opportunities though.
Because I would if I was them. Like, if you know you're not promoting and you're way safer being relegated.
Yeah.
Why not give some of your young bucks a chance to?
But I think there is opportunities to be promoted, isn't there? Still, because if you look at, it's weird that what the RFU doing is the way they're doing it. But from what I've seen and what I've looked at, we don't look like that 6 will go down, even though it says it can go up to 6. The teams that are coming down, from what I've seen, only 2, by the looks of it, will come into our league. That means 2 will relegate from our league. From what I've seen so far.
That was a horrible duty rumour that the bottom 6 could go.
It is true, because it happened 4 years ago.
That's absolute
5
bullshit.
teams got relegated. Reading Abbey, Gosford All Blacks, Milton Keynes, I think there was like 2 Rams. I think was one of them. There was a few, and they basically relegated from Gosford were like 7th out of 12th or something like that. They were just shy of a few points from being the next team up, and they got relegated. All the teams below got relegated. Wycombe was another one that got relegated.
Just seems harsh. 6.
Wow, it was 5.
Fucking 6. Even 5's
Yeah,
harsh, mate.
yeah.
You know, like, and like, I'm not being funny. Like, we've like really been pushing the last 3 years prior to this season to try and get ourselves to level 7. And don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not expecting us to come in the top 5, top 6.
No,
Like,
wow, top 6 is
the goal was stay
mid-table,
up. Just
stay up,
fucking
mid-table.
stay up, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it feels harsh to be in an all right position. And don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of rugby to play.
Yeah.
Right? And
what, is 7 games left? 6, 7?
Yeah, that's a lot of rugby left. Do you know what I mean?
6, 7.
Oh God, you just
yeah, I did it.
but there's still a lot of rugby to play. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not naive to the
I
fact
think
that
Nomads have got 5 games left. So tomorrow we've got Bicester.
Yeah.
Our Nomads all second 15, if you want to. That's what they are. Their game's been given a walkover.
Yeah.
We know what it's like. We've done it. We've had to give teams walkovers. Just injuries, not enough availability. But
Just
this
happens.
for us this season, we've had a lot of bad injuries this year, and it's just knock-on effect from our 2s, and they've had to go up to the 1s. And it happens, and people are not available for whatever reason.
It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gutted for teams. Like, we've, as you said, like, our Nomads have had to do it, and other teams have done it with us.
We've beaten basically all the top teams in that league, and when we had to give those points, it's not that we didn't want to play. We just couldn't turn up with like 11 blokes, get absolutely finger blasted,
and there's just no.
You're just basically flogging a fucking dead horse at that point. Do you know what I mean? There was like, and I totally understand it, and I hope Chippy, I hope the boys well for the rest of the season. I hope they be able to put out teams for the rest of the season.
We said it was over the last episode or the first episode. It's like I don't want to see teams like Wheatley not being able to play. Like, we mentioned Wheatley in the first episode.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see teams. You know, I know we've got our banter with Didcot because we're ex-Aberdeen players. Like,
it's only banter, boys.
Banter, boys, calm down.
Calm down. Keep your knickers on.
Yeah.
But I hope Abingdon turn up and beat you. But I can't see it happening. But I hope they do.
But I still don't want to see teams go under.
Nah,
you know what I mean? There's a lot of history of every club.
Yeah.
Here, you know what I mean? Irrelevant of what team it is, whether it's been a rival team of us that we've played for in the past or whatever. Like, I definitely don't want to see teams go under. Like, I think that's really negative.
But it's quite telling, isn't it, from then to now? Like, the amount of teams, the standard of teams, the teams that have progressed their play have gone on to do better things.
Dodging.
Yes, please. I would like one, sir. Oh, please, sir.
Can I have some more?
Yeah. But yeah, then versus now. There's a lot of good things now, for sure. Like being able to watch yourself walking around everywhere. And a lot of tactical analysis, being able to watch games, being able to break it down. It feels more professional. Granted, we're not professional, and none of us get paid.
Just love the game, mate.
It's just love for the game, and it's great.
See it off.
Cheers, man.
Thank you, kind sir.
Thank you, sir. I think for some of the things, say like at the Rucks was ferocious. The scrummaging, I would say, was a lot better back then. I would say thank you, sir. I'm now on a beverage that is not stout. I'm not going to name the stout because unless they want to sponsor us, I can't name them. Sponsors, always.
I was just thinking, sorry.
But there's a lot of pros to the nows and thens. There's a lot of stuff that's better, but I think we miss a big team culture, buy-in. I think there is a lot of that lacking in my opinion.
No,
Now.
I think that's fair. I think that rounds up the kind of like local news you
Yeah.
got there. That was quite good. That I quite enjoyed that actually.
Who
Bit of
else?
Local news. But I was thinking about
Any other big games tomorrow that we can think of off the top of our head?
nothing
No, I think personally for us, the Abingdon Didcot game.
Yeah, that's
obviously
yeah,
our
that's
games.
definitely
Chinna
personal
Henley.
to us. I'll definitely keep an eye
Yeah.
out on that. I was definitely always excited about that game. It was my first real derby as a player moving down here
Big
back in the
derby.
day. So that'll always have a special place.
I would say, and I'm still hands down saying that's probably the biggest derby in Oxfordshire, for sure.
It's definitely the biggest one I've played.
It's a known derby because
I think it's the most.
It's the more built up. It's the atmosphere.
Played in quite a few derbies at clubs, and it's just got that extra bit.
It's hostile.
Spice.
It's vibrant. It's niggly.
Yeah.
It's gnarly. It's everything that you
love. It's
love.
like a great nasty game.
Oh, I love it.
It sounds so random, but that's how I sort of describe
niggly.
it. Really.
I don't want to say too much.
And the thing is, I'm hoping in 10 years' time that derby's still going. Like, do you know what I mean? I hope they're still in the same
100%.
leagues and they're still fighting with each other.
And first time in a long time, I am going to get in contact with Abingdon and ask to play for Vets. I think. I know it's something that you spoke about as well. Yeah,
it'd be nice to sort of right the wrongs in a way. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it weren't nice. You know what I mean? Like, they were a bit salty when we left us, and it went just us two, but they were really salty when we left with whatever the reason was from their side. I still don't know.
Yours was to play a better level. Mine, I just fell out of love with rugby. I took nearly a year out. I think it was like 8 months I took out. And then I missed it. But I thought I want a new challenge. Not a challenge, but like just new scenery. Yeah. And I'm glad I went there, but I almost left Oxford. I'm not going to lie. I nearly did leave. If Dom hadn't probably taken over, probably would have left. And like obviously got his little crew in. I would have left definitely. I probably wouldn't have played. Maybe I don't know. No, I probably would.
If you went there, like as I said a couple of episodes ago, like I was clubless. Like I had no idea, mate. Like where I was going. But you know what I mean. But
I do want to come and play Abingdon Vets.
I'd love to play a Vets game for
Abingdon. Next year.
I think that would be cool.
Get to play with some old boys that we've played with.
Yeah, it'd be nice to. It'd
be interesting to see if they've got Vets team going. If not, we'll try and get one to going because there'll be a lot of lads.
I'd like to play a Vets game for Grove as well. Like, you know what I mean? Grove like enhanced my game and made me a better player, and they really brought me onto that next stage to where I'm at now.
Who are they playing this weekend? Do you know?
Grove.
I think it might be Tadley. I saw. I could be wrong.
You know, I have no idea.
Could be wrong, and then I
forgot to have a look. To be fair, I meant to look today, but I had to drive up.
Pretty sure Grove 2's playing Aylesbury 2's, I believe. Maybe I can't remember. I might have mislooked that. Anyway,
Six Nations.
Six Nations. Got to be Six Nations.
So, especially as there's no Six Nations tomorrow, because we're recording on Fridays at the moment, so this will be uploaded on Saturday. Hopefully.
Yeah. No Six Nations, mate. It's sad.
What was it? Where has it gone? Oh, there we go.
So, with the first game we're going to dive into.
Was it an England disaster or were Ireland just another level? I know my answer. Ireland were just another fucking level. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I was in Oxford with my sister, who come down for the weekends. But I actually watched the game with the missus. Because my sister went on a little adventure around Oxford with a fella.
Oh, yeah.
And so me, my daughter, and the missus watched the Ireland game. My missus was brought up in Ireland for a bit, so she's got a little soft spot for Ireland. And I could not understand what I was watching, mate. I was so confused. I just thought it'd be close. I just thought it'd be close, like, and it could have gone either way, but I just thought it would be close, and I just couldn't register what was happening, and it just felt like the bounce of the ball was on Ireland, the referee was on Ireland side.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And honestly, mate, right, I actually bumped into some Grove boys that went in. It was good to see them. I hadn't seen a couple of them for a while.
Yeah.
Right, so it was nice to see them. And I went up to the lads, and I went, lads, I am shook. And I'm not even an England fan or an Ireland fan.
Yeah.
I couldn't register what was happening, mate. It was
I
crazy.
think there was a lot of factors.
I didn't. no one. I don't care who you are.
I'm not a pro advocate of kicking, but however,
I love a good however.
We didn't kick enough, and when we did kick, it was aimless kicking. It wasn't.
Nothing was setting. I thought England, and don't get me wrong, and I'll keep saying this, and I'll say this every single episode when I talk about professional rugby, right? All these players are better than us.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, hands down, miles,
right?
Millions.
I'm not saying I can do better, because I've had people that have sent me messages that, like, I get it, right? I understand that, like,
but I think the kicking game was lacking for England. Like, I think the stats.
I just thought England were too flat in attack, mate.
The stats that suggested were
trying a bit too hard at times. You know what I mean? The game was getting away, and now it's a bit like what Wales have been doing the last 2-3 years. The game's getting away, and now they're trying too hard.
Yeah.
You know? And don't get me wrong,
I think
I'll never play that level of rugby, and it must be difficult. Like, and it's a different kind of pressure.
Yeah.
But like, that's the pressure that
for me, like, no one did not try their best. Everybody played their best.
Of course they did.
They are their own worst critiques, and no matter what the fans say about them, no one criticises themselves worse than themselves.
No,
like,
yeah.
But it was weird. Like, England, I think there's some weird statistic, like something like they'd only kicked 18 times.
Oh, okay.
Whereas normally, on average, they'd kick between 32 to 40 times a game.
But it just felt like Ireland were just coming back, mate.
But Ireland...
They lost James Lowe early.
So Ireland kicked... Well, we lost a lot of players pretty early as well, didn't we?
True, actually.
You had Stewart that went into the bin. For me, he's not done anything this tournament to say that...
No, he done well against Wales, but everyone does well against Wales. Like...
Yeah, but that was not... like. But when you really needed to, what did he offer? He didn't offer nothing for me.
I think it's just down to just having
because he wasn't winning. He wasn't winning. But,
well, not a bad game. Just.
But what about last week then? Exactly the same.
Fair.
Also, when we went down to 14 men, like, what I didn't understand was, why did we, against like a very good team in Ireland, why did we not just drop one from the scrum? So, i.e. Benno, because he's that hybrid player, isn't he? Why didn't put him in out in the backs? Because
I think it's just a hindsight moment, isn't it? It's like when your head's clear.
You're seeing a lot of people going ball frick out, but you can't now. It's too late.
Of course,
you've got to go with it, because you're so close to the World Cup. So you may as well just see it out to this cycle. But a lot of players for me, like, there was two players that I would say not in the team, and that was Freddie Stewart and George Ford.
And the thing is, for me, that England team was really good.
It was a very good team. On paper,
and I looked at it and went, fair.
That's class. It's probably one of the best.
I think England's problem is that everyone wants to beat them.
Yeah,
you know,
but also like,
and Southern Hemisphere teams want to come and play at Rugby HQ.
Yeah, but like with like the Scotland game in individual, like when we were talking about last week when Benno was spent, but that was because he spent the majority of his time doing his job, but protecting George Ford. And I've said to you this many a times, if the opposition get on top of them in the forwards, which Ireland did a slightly,
They're very aggressive from the word go.
then teams then attack him, and he's got no answer in attack when we're not going forward.
But you can say that about any TED. Like every TED needs a bit of goal forward, doesn't they, in order to implement.
Like people were like blowing smoke up his ass and that, and he's never been one for me.
No, you've not. Like I'm not a George Ford hater. But I'm not a George Ford.
Clearly, he's miles better than me, and will ever be. However,
will you put there?
Finn Smith for sure.
He didn't. He done fuck all in Scotland.
But he only had like 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, but they say that
game's long gone.
When a 10 comes on,
yeah,
like it's free rugby. If you're losing, there's no pressure.
But I just think the whole team and just not up to.
Don't get me wrong; these are professional athletes. There's always some element of pressure to impress and this and the other. However,
can I spin it? Is this a plan that Borthwick's put in place?
In the sense of
not showing his hands.
It's stupid time to do it, mate, in the Six Nations.
In terms of like saving it, because
you can't do that in the Six Nations.
No, but you look at Ireland.
Yeah,
they peak every time in the Six Nations, even before the year before and the year of the World Cup, and they always never get.
I would never, ever, and I think you're stupid if you say different, right off England in the World Cup. No. Because, like, you know what? I saw a reel about Mario Tolji's career and the things he's done in his career, and he's come third in the Rugby World Cup. He's won it with the under-20s. He's come second in the World Cup.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm not being funny, like, and pains me to say this, I've got the dagger on my throat already, right? Out of the Northern Hemisphere teams, England have by far been the most consistent
World Cup
and the best in the World Cup, even with France.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? France haven't really come close to winning it.
I don't think
in our lifetime, England could have won it.
I don't think we're in disaster.
Twice?
Yeah, we should have won it twice.
Well, they won it in 2003, of course.
We should have won it in 2019, but
2019 you're in the final.
Tacticals, we took.
South Africa were just too good.
They were
too good that day.
We took off the scrum, and then that was it. We were fucking done.
There you go. Right, so
Wales, Scotland.
Wales nearly shocked Scotland, mate. You know what's annoying? Right, I'll watch this game. Admittedly, the day after. There's no way I can watch 2 Six Nations games while I'm out with the missus. Right, she would put the knife to the throat. But I watched it the next day.
Boo.
And my mum was updating me, which is hilarious. Right. She has no idea what she's watching, but she loves it. I watched the game.
Oh, that's weird.
And yes, because you've got stout in there as well.
Just a weird lager, isn't it? Cheers, Thomas, if you're watching.
You're watching, mate.
Cheers, Thomas.
It was heartbreaking, to be honest. I was watching the game on BBC.
See, for me, that was a poor outing from Scotland as well.
Yeah, it was a poor outing from Scotland. 100%.
And if it weren't for Finn Russell...
They allowed Wales to play. And when I watched the game back, I was like...
So contrast between England and Scotland.
The shape was good. Set piece was decent.
Do you know, this was the first game where I went, David Jenkins has got something. Because I'd been questioning him for a long time.
You've been questioning him, and I've been umming and ahhing.
Yeah, but that game he really stood up. So for me, if he backs it up the next game, I'd be like, okay.
He's won you over.
Yeah. Because, he was good. He was very good.
I think
he was up there for my man of the match.
Like an absolute man on a mission.
They all were, to be fair.
Like, he was
Alex
really
Mann
aggressive.
Was good.
You know what? You know who was my man of the match?
Who?
Aaron Wainwright. Wainwright was absolutely phenomenal.
Mine was David Jenkins.
I'm not
going to
lie, and I'm saying it now. He's a slightly better version of Talupe Faletau, right? His footwork, that subtle footwork, the big call, right? That subtle footwork he does before contact. Watch it, honestly, mate.
I can't, mate.
Mate,
he's not better than Faletau.
Faletau's got the longevity on him.
He's not better than Faletau.
Wainwright's a bit late. He's late to the party in a sense of he was a solid player for a long time, and I think now that he's got a bit more pressure on him, he's actually come out the other end.
No, I've definitely.
He's been one of the best players for Wales in the Six Nations side.
Hands down, Faletau's miles better for sure. I'm not going
to be honest,
back down on that.
Nah, mate, come on. Like, if
he's been one of the best.
You've not been watching them, mate, because fucking.
I've been watching Wales,
mate. Wainwright has been phenomenal.
I'm not saying that, but he's not better than Faletau
in this tournament.
Currently, he's better
in this tournament.
But past years, he's not better than.
I'm not comparing him to Faletau now. I'm comparing him to Faletau in the tournament where he was at his peak, and I think if Wales were winning games, that would change people's minds. I am a massive, massive, massive fan of Aaron Wainwright. He constantly gets called up on.
See, I wouldn't, but I'm not. He's been Wales' best player, granted.
He's
him and.
But the thing is, because he's not doing all the interviews and this, that, and the other, I think he's just hiding in plain sight.
Do you know who another good player was that didn't get much talking? Was the opposite second row. I can't remember what his name was.
What, Adam Beard?
No, it wasn't Adam Beard.
What you mean in
last game?
Oh, I can't remember.
He was very good. I liked him and was thinking, well, where's he been? It wasn't Adam Beard. It was.
I've had a brain fart. I'll try and do a quick search while we're talking.
Put Welsh Rugby because that's.
No, I'll just look on their page on Insta.
That's what I mean. It's Welsh Rugby, and then you'll go on it. I can't remember what his name was, but it wasn't Beard. It was what was his name? But he was class, mate. Him and David Jenkins worked so well together that game.
There we go. Right. Quickest set. They put so
much. But yeah, Wales did well, but they kind of were their own worst enemies as well. In the sense of, that kickoff was obviously a glaring mistake, wasn't it? And that basically,
I wasn't even angry.
It.
I was just that was just great intuition by
Finn Russell. Yeah. But if that ball would have gone 2 inches to the left, Darcy Graham would have never caught it. Do you know what I mean?
But I'm a great believer that 15 to 20% of rugby is luck.
If it weren't
you can only put the ball in the right area.
My Scottish player of the match was bloody Tuapaloto. Holy,
he was very good.
Folks, was he good? He is freaking class player, and it's someone that England's missing big time. Is someone like him?
Oh my God, this is taking forever, mate.
Anyway, it was the other second row.
It's there, and then it's just missing.
It was the other second row. He was class. He was getting about the park. So was Plumtree. Was it Plumtree as well?
Yeah, Plumtree.
He was good, and Alex Mann was good. The whole.
Here we go.
The whole.
Carter.
Yeah, that's it. He was very good. He was very good. It's not a name that I've heard of before.
No, nor have I.
But is he Dragons or is he Cardiff?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. It's the first I've really heard of him.
It's one that I've not heard.
He was brilliant. No, he was really good. I was thinking
Sam Costello. That was a sort of a breakout moment.
I was very 50-50.
Until he went off.
He was injured when we went to watch.
Until he went off.
They mentioned that.
Until he went off.
He went off, and Jared Evans, come on,
and he fucked it. Jared Evans, you fucked it. You really did, mate. Like, I mean, it wasn't just
I don't
him.
know why they didn't have Dan. I don't know if he's injured,
Who?
but I don't know why they didn't have Dan Edwards on the bench. If you're gonna,
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
He hasn't played at all this year.
No, he has. He played the first 2 Six Nations games.
Oh,
He
he
done
did?
fine.
Hmm.
He done fine by me, but
He must be in. He's got to be injured.
he must be injured
He's
because
because
I
you
just
wouldn't be.
don't understand why
you wouldn't be
would put
selecting
Sam
him
Costello
over.
on. Not a Sam Costello hater. Like I think he was one of the rising stars from the last World Cup.
One of the podcasts, I think Ben Youngs and Dan Coles. He was a Leicester Academy boy.
Oh, really?
Apparently, yeah, and they Ben Youngs couldn't talk about praise about him. They said he was a classy operator, and they don't understand why he'd not been given the reins for Wales. And they were like, we were so happy to see him play so well on Saturday. But yeah, no, I think the little bit of class probably showed in
He was phenomenal,
in
mate.
Finn Russell.
But I still would have.
If he wasn't on the pitch, Scotland didn't win. For sure. For sure. Because there's no other 10 in the world that would have done.
Saying.
Do you know what I mean?
I still potentially.
And he's got to the stage now where he's no longer risk reward.
Yeah, he's a bit smarter about it.
He's now clinical.
Well, he talks about being brave.
Yeah.
He says,
and back in his decisions.
And I thought this was really actually quite cool from him. I remember seeing in an interview with him as like he was described as a maverick player. And he's like high risk, high reward. And he was like, no, I'm not that. I'm just brave.
Yeah.
Like
I attempt things.
It's not. He backs himself. So like if he sees that mispass and it's 50-50 in his head, it's not 50-50, it's 100. Do you know what I mean?
That's why
and it's about being brave. And you know what? I respect that. It takes big balls.
So did you watch the game on Sunday with France and Italy?
I did indeed.
I caught it 20 minutes into the game and
I found it quite
boring.
Yeah.
It was very boring.
And I thought Italy hung in there.
France didn't do anything special. And they looked like that they could be taken.
I think France thought, you know what? Fuck them. We're going to put 60 on them.
Yeah.
And it didn't quite work out for them.
It just nothing didn't. It wasn't. It was a slow game.
The score does not reflect that game at all. Like
it was a very slow game.
I watched it. I said to the missus, I went, "Look, don't worry, I'm going to watch rugby in the other room."
Yeah.
And she was like, because she was watching some like bird telly. And and I come in, she went, "Do you enjoy the game?" I was like, "You know what? It's fucking
boring."
Shit.
it was
I'm actually
boring.
pissed off.
It was boring.
I was looking forward to a good pack because I thought it'd be within 7 or 10.
So next week, England have got Italy. Ireland have got.
Where's it? Sorry, where's it?
In Rome.
That changes things.
And then obviously we're not going to do predictions because we horribly get it wrong most weeks.
I've got one thing wrong.
Right.
That's it.
I've got none.
There's 1-0. That's it.
I've just got Italy are going to beat England. Yeah, definitely. Because whatever I say England do, they do the opposite.
I think if there's a time for
they'll do it now.
Italy to beat England, it's now.
Now, yeah.
But I still don't think Italy will.
I don't think so. I think England will come out guns. Oh, I hope so, but
I think Wales have got Ireland because we got Italy last. I'm pretty sure we got Italy last.
So
that's an easy search, mate. I'll search it up.
Yeah, so we've got Italy. I think Scotland, Ireland.
That'd be tasty.
I
think that's a game of the week.
And then I think no, it ain't. Sorry? It can't be. No, it's Scotland, France. Sorry, at Murrayfield.
So Scotland, France at Murrayfield, Italy, England in Rome,
and then obviously Wales, Ireland.
And well, it's a Friday game. Ireland versus Wales in Dublin. I think
when's that?
On the Friday.
Is that on the 6th? Oh, fuck's sake, it's Chester's birthday.
But I think that's going to be a horrible day in the office for us.
I'm only joking, boy. We got your birthday, haven't we, mate?
I think that's a big ask for Wales to go up to Dublin, considering how well they
played
beat England in England.
It's crazy.
I just can't. I
can't fathom it, and it's like it's one of the best squads he's picked in like the last couple of weeks, and then we've ended up losing bad. Like I just think there's just a few bits that are just need tweaking, and that's what makes the big difference at international level. And when you ain't doing those little tweaks and you ain't firing on all cylinders, you get punished big time.
Right. Well, I think we should wrap it up. This is the longest podcast. This is a record.
Yes.
An hour and 20.
It's a special.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
No, I've enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We've done a nice wedge of that. I think it was like 45, 50 minutes on just local rugby, which is cool.
Local rugby's
that's
cool.
What we're about. Like,
and obviously did caught its banter. Don't get your knickers in a twist. But meh. It's good. We come to your club and that, and we have a few beers and we have a laugh with you. But yeah, hopefully Abingdon beat you. Hopefully the boys beat Bicester this weekend. And hopefully Chippy Twos, you get a team out next week, lads, or whenever you're next playing.
No.
Yeah, bye from me.
It's bye for me.
Bye.
Two
Gotcha.
lads, one rock. We don't back up. Scrum down. Big cat, turn the mics up. Loose bones, we lift the pace up. Ruck.